strolls in and takes all the money and the tyres and everything. I'm like, look at my car. That was some feeling. To me, that place like the Coliseum.
How many cars? A lot.
60?
Yeah.
I'll just be Isle of Man champion forever.
23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
No racing anymore, new team there. I'll go out at midday.
Yeah.
I'll go out at 3.
I'll go out tomorrow.
I'll get my tea now. The tight corner.
It's
Just getting that corner right is an achievement.
Nightmare.
Me and Dad spoke, and that is probably one of the hardest corners that we race on.
Hardest corner on these.
Just before we get into this episode, I just want to apologise for the audio in the first 15 minutes. It was my fault. I forgot to turn the audio device on. But after 15 minutes, it goes back to normal. So I apologise for that. And also, thank you very much, because we are currently, if you can't hear the cars out there, we're at Logelli Raceway. And HRP have kindly put us up in one of their suites so we could do this and bring this to you. So thank you very much. Now let's get on with the episode. Right, welcome back to another Stockcar podcast, and today we've got a very special guest on today. It is none other than Kyle Hegg. Woo.
Thank you, very excited, very excited.
Right, today, just have a little general chit chat with Kyle about his racing, about his life, etc, etc. And first off, I just want to talk about how we first met. What was the first time?
If I remember correctly, I sold a car to Charlie Mill.
Yes.
And I got a phone call for a random number. This car's electric, this car's mint. And I think that's basically how you and Jack were telling me about the fastest lap that year and how you were already fast on that.
Yeah.
Aye, mad.
First, Charlie took the practice and he said, do you two want to come with us? And I was like, yeah, definitely, any chance to have a go racing or whatever, even just practice, we took it. And went there with him, Charlie had a go in it, he said, yeah, it's alright, do you know what I mean? Me and Jack had a go in it, oh my god. I had a go in it and it just turned, there's no tyre squirrel, especially around Ultra at that big bend, I can imagine you know very well about the tyre squirrel around there, and there was just nothing. So
How long ago was this?
2017. So I built the car in the space of 4 weeks for me to go to race in the lead up to the World, the hopefully try and win the World came down.
what happened there?
He actually had a funny crash down the bottom bend, like it was
What,
like
here?
yeah, it was literally nothing, but like he went through one and I think it was like 8 out of 10 races he won, straight out of the box.
I remember that actually.
And it was a weird one, just like hit the wall and it didn't look like anything at all, but he'd done some sort of nerve or something down his arm, so he couldn't like move his arm or anything, so it put him out of the equation, and then against probably doctor's orders, he raced the world with basically one arm. And Tommy Aylward, I think he started 27th or 29th, he got through at about 6th and Tommy Aylward swung the wrong way, so he jarred his arm and raced. Yeah.
Standard time for that.
Yeah, so I think he finished the race with one hand. I think he finished, if I remember correctly, 5th, I think, 5th or 4th. Not bad.
Was that your car, or did he buy that?
Yeah, that bit was mine. I built the car, and anything that bolted on it, he was to pay for.
Right.
I was going to build it up, paint it, and then when I sold it, I gave him his money back. Let's say it was just about trying to win the world, and one of my cars.
See if you could do it.
Yeah.
See if he could do it.
It was the 3rd car I'd ever built, and it's my shield car, isn't it?
That's that one.
Yeah, my self-hit car.
Well,
It doesn't look nothing like that, obviously. The best thing about that, when we got it back to Charlie's garage, is it was like, I'll take one off and have a look, blah blah blah. I took the bonnet pins off, and I went to lift it up, and the whole thing itself just went.
Yeah.
And stood up like a normal strap on it.
yeah.
It was on 2 struts.
I seen that.
I was like, oh my god.
I think Richard Redshed,
Oh,
seen him on Facebook, he used to race Skeggy, 100 race at Kings Lynn as well. He had a green car that went to the NEC,
Right.
and the bonnet was just sitting up on the front. So obviously when I took the boot off, I thought, oh, there's fucking.
There's the struts.
There's gas struts, I fucking cut the fucking brackets off.
Yeah.
On it, and just to be a wee bit different, it stayed like that ever since.
Very good. It's still on now.
Yeah, it's still on it now.
And your new
You
car.
see it today?
Does your new car do it?
No.
Yeah, no.
But it's got lots of other trick bits. He always comes up with good little designs.
So we always have a look at Scott.
Yeah,
Every time we see him, we have a look.
Very impressive.
Get a little bit of inspiration. Think, oh, that's good.
We looked at his suspension last time he was up here, didn't we? In his garage. And then we looked at ours. It's like, we need to get the paintbrushes out.
Yeah. That's another thing that I like say with you and someone like name? Ryan Harrison. Like, the prep on the car, ours is nothing. We do a lot of prep on our car, but compared to when I look at your car, like the brake discs is all painted, subframes painted, brake calipers, sorry. Everything's just like looks second time. It looks like it's going in the show.
Brand new.
Pardon?
Yeah, I got them powder coated brand new.
Right.
£100 for the set of whatever it was.
Wow.
Just because it was meant to be for a show. It was a Motorsport that actually didn't go ahead that year. And we ended up with a little show out there, just for the general public. So everything was brand new on that car that's sitting out there.
Can we borrow them for us in the show?
If you want to slow, you can borrow them just now, yeah.
We can back straight after.
Yeah, it was a bit late on there for them.
Yeah, not being funny, when I was building my cars for myself and what have you, my first job of the week would be get my car done. So then the rest of the time through the week, I'd go through what I was doing with cars or set ups the tyres and what have you, and that was what I'd done. So my car was always ready. Whereas now, obviously I'm the little one and what have you, it's just
a lot more commitment.
oh, it's took a lot, it's took a massive backseat.
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
how did you get into
Stock
short
cars.
model racing, stock cars?
Did you race anything else before?
Julian myself, do this one, stock cars.
Have you always lived where you live now?
Yeah, Leslie.
So which is like 10, 15 minutes from the track?
So Cowdenbeath, I was actually at Cowdenbeath at 4 days old. My mum's first son, he used to race F2s in the late 80s, early 90s. So hence why Rob Speaks, my hero.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons as well.
Yeah, he was married on George McMillan, hence the connection with George McMillan and that. And my brother my mum's first son, he broke his neck at Hartlepool, so my mum stopped going. So I didn't get to go to racing until basically I was old enough to go myself.
Right. So from,
from the
in that
age,
first
yeah,
meeting,
from the age of like, I think maybe 7, until then,
you didn't see the
I
track.
didn't see a track, really. And then the first thing I done, when I started working out with one of my friend's dads, one of my friends raced money stock, so I started going along with them. And
How old was you then?
16. Like I say, as soon as I got out into the big white world, so to speak.
As soon as you was allowed to, you was
Yeah.
back at the track.
Oh yeah, we're going to race. I'll come, definitely. And then, as everybody knows, I was the original keyboard gangster. I was the one on the Facebook, friends with Graham Sheville and what have you, and did the big battle with the Websters.
Yeah.
I was making silly things up, like the Websters lying on a beach, like 2 pussycats with their faces on them. Just stupid stuff. When you look back, you think, what an idiot.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. But somebody turned around and said, if you think it's that easy, why don't you do it? And I did.
I remember you saying you was on a very tight budget trying to make it work. You went into the saloons then?
Went into the saloons, I bought Luke Reef's last car that he raced before he built his own,
Right.
which was where they were all right low, proper low.
No, right.
I think he finished second or third in the world in it. So I bought that as a rolling chassis. Then bought an Anderson Pinto engine from Gunner, and I got spares from Alice Rackin, bought them, and just kind of built up slowly. Bought a trailer for Steve Honeyman, and I built up.
Over time, it wasn't a...
Yeah, I went for my first practice at Cowdenbeath. It's actually quite funny. First practice at Cowdenbeath, and I'm going round and I'm like he was screaming at his balls out. And I said, it's Tully's lad at the time, I mucked about with him. I said, there's something right here. That's like the wrong gearing or something. He said, no, it's mint. So I'm keeping going, I'm going down the street at Cowdenbeath, I sound screaming, and I'm like, I must be flying here. Because it felt effortless. Everything was just felt so easy. So I pulled in again, this isn't right. He said, no, it's just the carburetor's all like sort of choked up. It'll clear. So I was coming out the pit bend and it cleared as I was coming out the pit bend with my foot flat to the... So I went up the start finish like... Caught it.
Tank slap.
Yeah, nearly like hitting the wall. Managed to catch it, but honestly it was a handful. It was this. No sort of real...
So you just got power straight away?
Yeah, just like coming out the corner, full shoot, and just went whoop! And I was like... And then, like I say, carried on, done a couple of practices. And he says, right, that's great, put it on the trailer. I said, one more. So one more I went. Has that not been there?
No.
Give over.
Because I didn't press it. I didn't fucking
Have we
press
got
it.
any of that?
Yeah, well, it's on the camera, but it's not on there.
Ah, you're just gonna have to carry on.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Carry on. That's my mistake.
Where was I?
You had the tank slapper.
Yeah, nearly. Round. And I wanted, he said, right, I had a couple of shots. And Kev was like, put in the trailer. Again, that'll be alright for the morning. It's like one more shot. And I went up to the top bend, put the power on, and something just happened. I just ended up going straight in. And
Is that because you're real drive and you haven't no experience?
What it was there was the top diff bolt on a Ford diff. It's a bolt. Again, it's a bolt, no a set screw. So, like, it should have a shoulder.
Right.
And I just had a bit of threaded bar in. Kev had told me to change it. I never changed it, it snapped. So the diff hit the deck and it just
Straight round.
straight in. So I was up until about 2 o'clock in the morning fixing my car. To then go off the front like Billy Big Paws and
Off the whites.
the next day.
How many cars?
See, to be honest, at that time, probably 14 at Cow and Beef.
Still though.
Off the
Cowed
front,
and beef.
full of beans, spun out first corner, coil lead came off, and Tully went through me. Stop trying to be a hero, get off the back and get some laps under your belt. And by the
Couldn't help yourself.
no, by the final, I was actually that close to the back of the Reds. I ended up T-boning one of them. Just too
just
keen, like just wanted to do it too keen, no brains.
Straight away and taking out red tops.
Yeah, silly. Good friend of mine actually. Now,
Oh, right.
now.
So how old was you then?
By then I think I was 23.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah, 23. 2010.
Is that how the car looked? You know the saloon in your Facebook? Is that how the car looked then? Because I
Red-
remember when you first bought
red,
it out.
red at the
black.
front and black at the back.
Yeah.
And grey chassis.
Was that the only saloon you had so far? Because I remember seeing a photo up, so I didn't think it was that long ago.
I had that one, and then the Super Bowl 2011. It was my second Super Bowl. The back end got tweaked, so it was bent, and I got offered money for it. And by this time, I'd already bought a Lee Green rolling chassis from Gordon Alexander. So I done some sort of deal with that, and obviously built that up for the show, NEC 2012. That's like the Mondeo. What's that, a Mondeo Mark II?
Mm-hmm.
On that one. So we done that.
That's the one I remember, the show
Yeah.
one. Sorry. That's
That
the
was
one I
my original
remember.
colours. That's what I done that with. To be fair, like I say, I hadn't raced anything before. I went in backwards here actually, a meeting that didn't mean anything, it was just for fun. And ended up, Kirky seat, ended up with an egg on the bottom of my back. Which kind of hindered me racing wise, kind of like moving out of people's way, just try to keep out of the way.
Well, once you get that first injury, you know how much it hurts.
Yeah.
Especially something like that. Them Kirky seats, I never.
I think
never
it
liked.
took until Skegness, a year and a half later, until it actually clicked. Like I was sitting lined up, and I went like that with the mirror, and it fell off. I just said to somebody, put that in the bin,
Leave it.
and then that was it. Like, what are you worried about? You got enemies, like yeah, they're going to put you in, but if they're going to put you in, they're going to put you in. You can't do nothing. Realistically, you didn't want to be on the brakes. You want to be driving through it.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the biggest mistake anybody ever makes in the stock cars, on the brakes.
Yeah.
That's how you break your ankle.
Say it all the time.
Let's say you break your
I
ankle,
can't
let's
help
say you get
myself.
a...
I'm on that.
Especially
on
with
that
front
break.
wheel drive.
Yeah.
You just
You
pin
just
it,
lock up.
turn that, and go.
Turns out, doesn't it?
You see it happen time and time again.
Yeah.
But you always think, how do some people get away with being followed in? It's experience.
Yeah.
They know not to stamp
Yeah.
on them brakes.
Or you could just drive yourself in anyway.
Yeah.
Miss a last bender and just drive. Keep driving
Did
anyway.
you see that video?
No,
Did you not?
I'll show you after this. But yeah, he went for the last bend lunge on Fraser Clark.
For the Scottish.
I missed it.
Couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
mate.
right.
And he kept, I was safe to say,
To
he
be-
kept that
Oh yeah,
pinned.
no, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Down that end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
To
seen
be
it.
fair, like Fraser.
Yeah.
Fraser
He
did
was
it
way back,
perfectly.
though.
I was right behind them here and I thought, if I'm 2 or 3 car lengths, I'll get him.
Yeah.
How did he get so far away?
There was a wee bit of oil on the restart here. Obviously, with everybody going back and forward, they carried it everywhere. But it was scalding hot before we went out, so I ran basically no tread on the outside of the tyre. Again, so it would stick. But with oil on the track, you never had a tread bar to then grip.
Gone.
So halfway through the race, like the mirror, I'm like, I'm gone. Like, realistically, my form this year, that'd have been the biggest robbery of fucking 2023. But I was like, oh, I'm gone. And 5 to go, I looked at the mirror just to see where anybody was, and I seen that bright orange, and I was like, fuck, he's catching.
Out of
too
everyone
quick.
to catch him,
Yeah.
you know he's quick.
Yeah,
and
he's good.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
He can drive.
Fraser can drive, yeah.
He's good. He's clean. He doesn't lose much speed passing cars. Just he is a good driver, tremendous driver. And just coming to that corner, like 2 or 3 car lengths, and I'll get him. And then I went 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was like, fuck it.
I'm still going.
I'm like, fuck it. I'd rather. I always say it's all or nothing. And like Ricky Bobby says, funnily enough, we were saying before, if you ain't first, you're last.
100%.
Yeah.
But
So
everyone would have said to you as well, this is what I'd say to Dad sometimes when I do something that I shouldn't have done or I didn't do it. It's like everyone's going to come up to you and go, why didn't you go for that?
yeah,
Yeah. No point coming
There's
second.
no point coming second.
Yeah.
you've got to get a shot. And don't get me wrong. If I came off the fence and was still on the track and finished second, fair enough. I made the go at it, but
But you took your own car out as well.
yeah, I about put it on its roof. I did, like, it was a good one. So,
Wow, fair play.
it was good. Like I say, Fraser's very experienced, good driver.
Yeah.
First thing I says to him was like, you went into that corner and he never went in normal. He went in just that wee bit, but enough to get turned as well.
Yeah.
Just perfect.
Yeah,
to be honest, I
defended that very
must
well.
have missed him by that.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit.
That wall's coming
Don't
in
break.
hard.
Aye.
But even then, I could see you didn't break.
Beep.
Even then, I could see you didn't break.
Nah.
You just
Yeah.
kept it pinned. I'm
Just
going to
kept
hit
it
it.
pinned.
It's only steel.
Actually,
Didn't do any other damage
yeah.
other than that, did it?
Subframe, driver's hub, driver's leg. This is because I come back across the track.
I'll take that back.
This is because the driver come back across the track and hit my driver's wheel.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So you see on the outside,
Yeah.
the front corner was into the wheel. The bottom man, surprisingly enough, was mint.
Fine.
The hub was mint, especially compared to the hub on the driver's side. Wow. I've never seen a hub curled.
Normally, when they're bent, you can't even see they're bent.
No.
Oh, I'll
You
show
can see
you.
that
I'll
one?
show you this one. I'll send you a picture. Wow, that was decent, like. But aye,
Oh, fair enough.
that's what it is.
If you're not first, you're last, as you
That's
say.
it.
There's no point
That's
coming
it.
second.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
the way I see it. You
Us-
got to have a go.
I see that jumper there.
Yes.
What titles have you had? Go on.
All right then.
Oh, there's a list.
It's one
There's
of
a long
these,
list on there that I can see.
It's one of these things where I came into 1300s because I was asked to build a car. I was then asked to build 2 cars. I then built Lee's car, and then my mum. I think it was my 30th birthday. Well, that would make sense. My 30th birthday, last sort of big present kind of thing. Me, my sister, and mother, brother. So she gave me £500. She says, "Build a car, go racing again. You're not the same." Fair finished in the saloon.
After the saloons, yeah.
Finished saloons, I think, it was the end of 2015, but then I still had the car and tried to do the Scottish 2016, and they told me I couldn't because I hadn't done any meetings, which was a lot of bollocks to be honest, but other people had done it in the past, so that was that. A couple of years, like I say, Mum told me about the car. I built the Adam. Luke Smith's got now.
Say that again?
Luke Smith's car now.
Oh, yeah.
He built
yeah,
the Adam.
Luke Smith's, yeah.
And
That was going well the weekend.
yeah,
Yeah.
and raced at Cowdenbeath. A couple of really eventful races there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cowdenbeath, some track.
Roof hanging off the lot.
I've seen some of the videos of
I
it.
I never had any experience front wheel drive welded diff, so I didn't realise that when you were going into a corner and the thing snatched, it was a shaft.
Right.
So I was trying to adjust it through the night, and it wasn't happening. Then the final came, it was wet, so I was just hitting the wall and driving off it. And by the end of the race, the roof of the Adam was like torn off, the bonnet was off. I think it was about like nearly £500 of prize money. It was actually Craig McNichol Memorial, the first one.
Right.
I think it was about £500 of prize money. Gets to the finish line, they're like, you're excluded for the results. You don't got a bonnet in your car, fuck all. But they black flagged me, but I was just too much in the zone.
I ain't looking at that, especially when you're going to aim for a wall at 50, 60 mile an hour.
Oh, it was wild, I think.
And it's wet, so it's even worse time to even try look at the start marshal.
Me and the boys, Scotland's L, we were having a good battle. And then one time when I went in the wall, lost gear. I tried to get back in, I ended up in 4th. And then he ended up passing me again. I got back by him again. I think me and him finished about half a lap ahead of everybody. But then Zach Gilmore, fucking 3rd place, he just strolls in and takes all the money and the tyres and everything. I'm like,
Oh,
look at my car.
All of that for nothing.
It is though, like these memorial races, they do something that no other races do. It sort of
Gives you
ignites
something,
something in
yeah.
you. Yeah, it
Proper
is,
something
good.
to race for.
But yeah, back to 2021, I built the Corsa, won the Scottish Championship, ended up in the European Championship at Ipswich. That was some feeling. To me, that place like the Coliseum.
How many cars? A lot.
60?
Yeah.
60.
To do that on foreign soil as well against
Yeah.
all of the speedway
Was that
boys.
the wet? Was that the wet?
That
one?
was when it rained.
That was the year.
You-
That was the year where I face planted the steering wheel as well.
yeah. All the Scottish bolted on their new tyres, didn't we? And we didn't.
We went out with dry because
Yeah.
I was leading it. I
Yeah.
was gone.
Yeah.
I was gone.
I know.
Armco brakes. Spent 20 minutes repairing that, and then all heavens opened up.
Because I remember looking at the times for the practice, and you were like 3,000th of a second quicker than me. I was the second quickest in the practice. You were the quickest in the practice. And we done the European, and then what did we do? National points, track points. And then the year after, we won it Ipswich again, the Supreme.
Supreme.
Yeah.
How many cars?
Again,
50,
probably
60.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
50s, definitely.
I got the Scottish Open here. Actually, getting rid of my own hire car on the second last bend.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, national points, track points, and then obviously I ended up being the only person that went to the Isle of Man this year. 60 drivers or something in a group. Fair, I think it was 58% were going, which would have been fair. I think it worked out about 37 cars were meant to go.
How many turn up?
Me.
How many of them lot were there? By the way, this is the Isle of Man
It's a bit-
that
Oh,
Hegg
yeah.
was organising
Yeah, yeah.
or co-organised with someone for everyone to go over, and then he ended up being the only driver to go over and race it on Chan in the
Oh.
Isle of Man.
Yeah, there was only what? I think one day there was 8, one day there was 9, one day there was 7, but it was spread across the 3 days, so it was your points over the 3
Thursday,
days.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. It was alright, like, nice place.
Yeah.
What's the track like?
It's a bit like.
We raced it online. Didn't
raced
we?
it
See,
online,
yeah,
yeah.
see when you look at it, like you see pictures and that, you're thinking, oh, there's a pitch in the middle. That must be like cow and beef. But when you bankins. But you want to know what it's like? Eastbourne.
Really?
Oh, really?
So tight. And then
Was
the
it Post and
corners.
Wire?
No.
They've got Armco on there.
It's, I wouldn't say Armco, but they've got something.
They got
Is it
something.
concrete slab?
Yeah.
Like Eastbourne.
It's like.
Was it tarmac or concrete?
Tarmac?
Tarmac, yeah.
I think it's maybe a wee mix, I don't know. I think it was tarmac.
Something.
I can't actually remember back that much because it was dark and raining and I remember looking at the fence and I was like, wow. And then obviously I think the Open, we won the Open, which I think we'd already won it anyway with the points, but it was good to win the race to actually then get the thing as well. But what was it happened? They're like, yeah, we're going to do a Grand National. So they wanted me to start at the front of the bikes.
Oh my god.
But then they turned around and said, right, close grid. And I'm like, whoa, how am I meant to catch up anybody here? And I had to pull it at the marshal. I'm like, Grand Nationals on the close grid, but you're already giving me a bigger handicap.
Yeah.
Christ.
What do you think it's Formula One?
Oh, God knows, man.
I think it's at Briscoe.
It would have been a good idea if all of the cars that were meant to
Yeah,
be
of
there were
course,
there,
yeah.
but it just
Double points, etc.
it didn't work there, but I don't think.
I think they're out for you in that one then.
Yeah, they've actually left the RCI now.
Yeah, I see that. So we can't even race with them.
I think so.
They can't come over, we can't go over there.
I'll just be Isle of Man champion forever.
23, 24,
Yeah.
25, 26, 27.
No racing anymore, new team well.
Fair enough.
It'd be like Jimmy Morris for the best in Britain. That was a good few years because we weren't racing. And
What was it, 3 years?
yeah,
3 years best
Is
in
it?
Britain champion, something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Lee Pearce as well, wasn't it?
yeah.
He's actually a 5-time world champion.
But
But-
that's good.
What I'll ask you, what is the difference between racing here and then coming down and racing with us? What's it like racing down south as being one of the top Scottish drivers?
I'd say,
Because here you're obviously very dominant here.
well, used to be.
Maybe not this year as much,
Like I
but
say,
last year.
this year just for having the kid, and then my engine's not really up to much, if I'm honest. But I spent the time getting the bits and what have you, so it's one of them ones you don't want to throw away, you want to try and fix it. I don't know, I've just kind of, the difference between down south and up here, you come down south, there's always a lot of happy faces. Whereas, like you say, like when you're winning at your local track and what have you,
You keep winning.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You tend to get fingers pointed. I was actually told by one of the actual promoter, William Hardy, that somebody had asked about dodgy fuel
Methanol.
because I was backfiring. But
I remember the video.
only a very cold night, and I ended up
flames
like
spitting out.
a wee pinhole in the exhauster. It's enough to do it, but it's one of them. I just kind of knew, I think. we're getting the damage and doing this and doing that. I've kind of lost the feeling I had for it. You kind of get scunnered a wee bit.
But obviously, as well, recently you're now engaged and you've now got a little one now that you have to look after and provide for.
Yeah.
It's not just being able to get in the garage as and when you want.
They
well,
are
well, that's it.
full time.
Yeah.
Full
went back.
time.
He's living with my niece. My sister and her fella live with mum and dad at the
They
minute.
moved back in.
Moved back in,
with
and
the
they've got a
baby.
little and very similar age.
Yeah.
And obviously, dad gets the
it's
full
good
wrath
fun.
of it. He knows how much hard work it is.
That's good.
Full time job.
Ooh. she's nearly 2. Next month she's
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
the 1st of November.
Mine will be 16 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they start moving around. And
Oh
then
yeah,
and then,
she's into everything now.
then you're in trouble.
It's great.
So that obviously takes away a lot from what you had last year.
Raise everything up, out the way,
Yeah.
out of reach,
You know
gates.
That's the thing. Like I say, the difference between last year and this year, the main thing is going back to work. Like you say, I've not got the time.
No.
Really. I'm trying to do things at night. I'm trying to do it when the kid goes to bed.
Yeah.
So it gets to 8 o'clock. The kid's been put to bed, and then you're like,
You're going out there at 8.
can't be
No.
arsed.
8 o'clock's a no-go, isn't it?
It's no good. Whereas, like I say, when I was working myself, I wasn't in a full-time job. I would do my car first, so it was out of the way.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Races are won and lost in the garage. That's true. You don't know
100%.
that yourself.
100%.
So it's your full-time job while you was winning all these championships. You was
Obviously, you went
just doing
self-employed.
stock cars,
I was just doing
Building,
stock cars.
building,
Yeah.
renting,
Yeah.
repairing,
Yeah, pretty much.
setting up probably.
Yeah, setting up.
How did you
tires.
find that?
It was good, but I think having Minnie, and obviously having my fiance, that's the big catalyst in it all.
You need
You
security.
need structure.
You
You need security. You need the money in the bank
100%.
every week.
100%.
routine.
Building cars and I've got a good few dogs. I bred dogs as well, so I always had plenty of money. But it's just trying to get that balance.
Because when you're working for yourself,
Aye.
you can work
Yeah.
every hour
Yeah.
under the sun, can't you?
Well, the thing was, when I first had Minnie, I was still working for myself, but it's a distraction. I ended up in the house, and like you would be like, right, I'll go out at 10 o'clock. I'll go out at midday.
Yeah.
I'll go out at 3.
I got tomorrow.
I'll get my tea now.
I'll go out tomorrow.
And then you're like, 6 months in, you're like, realistically, I should have had a job. So, yeah.
What was it like going back then to full-time work?
Good. A good bunch of lads.
Because you worked there before, didn't you?
Yeah, worked there before until my mum passed away and I was left with caring for my terminally ill dad.
Mm-hmm. So that was when I first come to your house.
Yeah.
Obviously, the old man was still there.
Yeah. Part-time. I went part-time, and then obviously when he got bad, I then had to kind of give up the work. But like I say, a good bunch of lads at the work. Went back in there. He'd done actual
Promotion.
purpose and drive now. Kind of got someone there to do it for. So yeah, 6 months in, team leader role.
Fair play, boy.
We're doing it. We're getting there.
Fair play. Let's talk about favourite memories of racing. I know one of your stories you've told me many times about Mr. Speaky. Is that one of your...
I think the thing that separates Rob Speak from anybody else is a stock car driver.
Who is his favourite stock
that
car driver?
I ever watched in my life was the fact that, like, all the drivers since, like, obviously Gordon Moody's the man. Nobody else can pilot one like him. But the difference between Speaky and Moody is Speaky, after winning a final, would go into the Grand National, pick up the
to start a lap down.
pick up the first car he came to, whether it was a white, a yellow, a blue, a red. He'd probably pick up the pace car if it was there and put it in for a yellow flag. Lead lap, win the race. It was just about winning.
And he'd do anything he could to
Yeah.
win.
And everybody hated him for it.
Everyone that was out there.
Yeah, but that was that.
You don't win as many races as he has just by
That's it.
peddling normally, do you?
Wild.
Get the name that he has got as well as being one of the best stock car drivers out there.
I'd go as far as saying he's probably one of the best promoters at the minute as well.
Yeah, well, we haven't been there.
He's
have
not
we?
been to Skegness.
I've never been
we're
before
gonna
him
go.
or after, so I can't comment on that. But
Are you going?
we will go
Yeah.
Eventually.
eventually.
Well,
keep saying
they always put a meeting on for us.
Well, it's always
When
after
it's
Speed
the week
Weekend
after.
Ipswich as well.
The week
It's always
after
after the
Speed
Speed
Weekend.
Weekend Ipswich. So it's Me and Jack have been saying it for years. Me and Dad have been saying it for years. We will go up there, but we just never got a chance. And everyone that's been there said it's the best weekend of the year.
As it's different for Speed Weekend. Like I was the opposite. I'd never been to Speed Weekend until I came down a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, Speed Weekend, Speedworth, it's tremendous. It's some show that's put on the National Hot Rods and everything. It's great.
With a lot of formulas compared to...
It's great. But me, realistically, I'm a 2 litre saloon guy.
Yeah.
Stockcar man.
I've grew up at Skegness and it's just... It's great.
Yeah.
It's just contact formulas all day. It's
You've got the saloons, the F1s, the F2s.
F2s, yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
And all the car numbers are up in the
90s,
80s,
90s, 100s.
There's a lot of people there, aren't there? Rammed.
It's good.
We will get there this year. We'll say.
Hopefully.
Not this year.
No, but this year. No,
Won't be
point
this year.
now.
Next
Next
time,
year.
shall I say? Next time.
Yeah.
Plans for the future. I know you've been saying a few things on Facebook.
Yeah.
You still got 2 1300 stock cars at the minute. Are you still doing any work for anyone else? You just bits and bobs?
I've got 1 or 2 cars to finish, and then I'm going to start 2 litre.
Your 2 litre.
Yes, hopefully for being out for Speed Weekend next year.
Oh.
The Skegness Speed Weekend, obviously. That's the plan. Hopefully the meeting before that, just to get that shakedown. But like I say, having the kid and what have you, it's a bit family time. So if I could make a weekend going down to Skegness on a Saturday, spend time with the missus and the bairn.
Well, it's now you going as a family,
Yeah.
as opposed to you going with the lads.
Yeah,
And
it's a massive difference. It takes some getting used to. It does, like
100%.
It does, like it's good. It's great. It's better. It's a different better.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's different.
but it's great. I think the word would be fulfilling.
Pardon?
When you have a family, when you start a family,
Yeah.
fulfillment.
Fulfillment, yeah.
I winged it for a lot of
Purpose.
years.
Yeah.
I winged it for a lot of years, like mould work and then building cars, just week to week. It's good just having a purpose in life. That's
And you've
really
got
good.
misses to keep you
Yeah, kind of on the straight
check,
and narrow.
in the straight
yeah.
and narrow. That's
It's sort of,
That's good and no good as well. But
yeah, comes with its ups and
I'm
downs.
still
doesn't
getting
it?
used to that.
But when you have a child, first one, it sort of clicks inside. Think this is what I'm meant to be doing.
right.
It does fill a gap
But it's like,
that you know.
see for
that
instance,
you don't realise isn't
see,
there.
see for instance, James.
Mm.
James obviously he had a child when he was younger, and obviously he's got a child that's Braden's 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And the difference between being a dad then and being a dad now, he realises everything that he missed out on.
He should have.
Yeah.
So then, because that resonates in real time, and obviously when you're younger, you didn't really listen to anybody. It's just every minute counts.
Yeah.
So like I say, if I can go down on a Saturday to Skegness, spend that day with them, and then race the Sunday and come up the road, that's a good weekend.
Well,
Yeah.
that's your holiday, sort of. That's almost. But you're still getting the thing you love to do
Yeah.
with the people you
Yeah.
love, and everyone's happy.
Nah.
So it's different, but it's good different.
Good different, really
Good
good
different.
different. And then the 1300, like you say, I've got 2 1300s still, which I'll need to tar up. But it's one of those ones, you can't sell a car when it's not going very well. And
You can't
like I
sell it in the
say,
garage.
Needs to be out there.
You
doesn't
can't
it?
sell it in the garage for
Yeah.
the money you want if it's sat in the garage,
That's it.
which is what a lot of people try to do at the minute.
And the other reason, I was going to call it like a day kind of thing, just stop after the Scottish, but then it's the British. And if I'm honest, I like Aldershot. I like the challenge of that, the two different, with the tight corner.
It's-
How do you
Just getting that corner right,
It's
an
a
achievement.
nightmare.
It
Me
is,
isn't
and,
it?
me and Dad spoke, and that is probably one of the hardest corners
It's
that we
hard-
race on.
Hardest corner on the
Pit
on,
bend
on
at
these
Aldershot.
circuits.
Pit bend at Aldershot.
Absolutely.
If you can get
You
around
have to
there,
set the car up for that corner.
Yeah,
Don't worry about the other corner.
yeah.
It's
that
one.
other corner will come.
Sort itself.
Yeah.
It'll sort itself out.
So I decided to do
You've
that.
persevered with that
Yeah,
a long
but-
time.
Then the other reason, obviously, I'm now racing till the end of the year, is because I've got all the memorial shields.
So we got the Moore Memorial today,
Yeah, we've got
and
the
we got
Nickel Memorial today,
the Freck.
the Freck, and then obviously the Mr. Gun race. So
Right.
that's old Mr. Gun.
Mm-hmm.
But the same again, I used to race the Raymond Gun Memorial in the 2 litre saloon. It just, the bite's different, especially when you know them.
Yep, 100%.
So,
So you're going to be racing to the end of the year, fighting for
pretty
all of them.
much, but then it was confirmed in a conversation that the World's here next year.
Oh.
It should be, because you had Aldershot, Kings Lynn. Yeah, it will be Scotland. It'll be here. So there you go.
So,
Rotates, doesn't it? All right.
so
So,
I
yeah,
think
it's another year he's got to carry
yeah,
on.
well, that's it. We're going to have to do something. We'll,
'Cause
keep,
that's one of them you haven't got as
we'll
well.
keep ourselves in the top 8. We'll try and keep
Yeah.
ourselves in the top 8. So we're eligible. Being pole for the last, for HRP for the last 3 years
Hasn't got you
hasn't
anywhere.
helped, because the 2 tarmac tracks that I like and was going very well at both times, I pulled 4th. Second row outside. And then you're going to King's Lynn. You don't do much racing on the shale. You're saying to yourself, I want outside here. And you pull pole.
No, Cole pulled pole and picked outside.
What?
Did you know that?
No.
So I went to Dad picked a number for me, and I pulled out 3rd.
third.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, I want number 1." He said, "No, Cole's already pulled it, but he's gone to the outside." I was
What?
like, what? He said, "Yeah." I said, "How does that work?" He said, "Yeah, the pole, whoever picks out number 1 can pick inside or outside." I was like, "When has that ever been a
When's
thing?"
that ever been a thing?
So he actually picked number 1,
You're having a fucking...
and it,
It's all right.
he picked number 1 and chose number 2. I don't know how that works. Is it because he's track star? Or I don't know. But I've never ever heard of that. But apparently, that's a thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the
You didn't
first...
know that?
No, I did not
I'm
know
sure
that.
they make
'Cause
it up as they go along.
If I knew that, there would have been a bit
And
of a
obviously,
conversation on the day, so to
obviously he
speak.
picked the right line because of what happened in first corner. Bounced off the wall and carried on, and you got spun.
Yeah, well,
But no,
again,
I didn't agree with that either.
Again,
I've never heard of that.
You were a mammerer, and I seen him, and he just come along past outside, and I'm like, if I could just aim as far up his inside as
To glance
possible,
off.
I'll be all right, because I've not got a choice with these cars behind. So again, that didn't turn it too good, but I don't know. We're kind of built for it now. Crashing. It's good.
It's part of the job.
It wakes you up.
It's part of the job.
It's good fun.
You did get a ding dong after that as well, as all the pack come round.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
a
collected.
couple of sore ones. I was like, who was it? I
Yeah.
think it was Jack Aylward was parked beside me. And they come over and they're like, oh, you're right, you're right. I says, I'm fine. I says, I'm getting back in this race. And he came round and looked at my front inside tyre like, that's off the rim, mate. And my battery was out. Ripped the bolts.
Out of the tray.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, you're no safe to carry on.
Yeah.
No.
I tried racing without a front inside tyre here in the Scottish last year, and that didn't work either.
Where did Bromley start?
He was quite
He
a
was
bit
far back
He
because
was like 10th row or something,
he
wasn't he?
didn't start the season. I think he,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for whatever reason he didn't
So
start
it
the beginning of the
just
season.
shows you, you
Took a
haven't
bit
got
You
to
don't
be up
need
the
to be in
front
the
there.
top 4.
No.
You just need a few wave
Oh,
jealous.
that's it.
And there was,
Just
obviously.
need to put someone in, don't you?
We
Get
do,
the
we,
yellows
do
out.
get, we do get yellows. When the car goes well, you know yourself, the car goes well, you can drive it like a stock car. If the car's not going, there's
Yeah.
no point in getting
That's what I say
involved.
to Dad.
Yeah.
There's no point in there's no point, why do you not do this? Well, I couldn't, because what's the point?
Yeah.
I'm just
If
going
I
to
do
get
that,
caught up and get
You're going to get
damaged.
caught up and then you'll get load of damage. I said to Dad, the car's beneath me,
You
like,
know you can drive it.
the world's
way
your
you-
oyster,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you will get to the front of the pack no matter what. But if you haven't got that car 100%, you're going to struggle. No matter if you just keep going in, because all you're doing is they get past you and you slow yourself down. So it's knowing when to.
You're just ruining somebody else's race,
And then-
realistically. As much as we didn't care. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do. I need to say, certainly myself, I've got a lot of respect for everybody else that's on the track. That goes for white tops to
Yeah.
the superstars.
Yeah.
They make the racing.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
Yeah.
Everybody's there on different budgets and ability, and fair play to everybody.
Oh.
It's good.
Good.
It's good at the moment as well.
Yeah.
The
Stock
racing's
cars.
awesome at the moment.
You would say that. You're fast.
We're not.
I think
We're
it's,
not fast enough as what we want to be.
yeah.
There's still cars
But
quicker.
are we ever?
No.
Nah.
No,
No
I
one's
mean,
ever happy, are they? in
I
this?
think when I started to start crashing this year, I got so far ahead in the national points. I was like, I need another avenue to be fast. Like, there's got to be something I'm missing. So then I started doing different things, trying different things, knocking the wheelbase back, trying to get the wheel straighter. So you got more drive at
Just
the corner
that,
and what have
just
you.
them bits,
Just
them little bits.
barrel rolled, then this, then that, and then no checking things right.
Corrected.
And, we're still going.
What was going on at the British? You borrowed a carburetor off me and...
Yeah, got a seal
struggling a
out
bit.
that. I don't know. I pulled on the pump jet that seal came
Yeah.
out, but when it came out like sort of broken. So whether it's been like congealed
Oh, right.
and then tore, when we've tried to take it out, I don't know. I'm going to realistically, when I get a minute, strip it down, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and clear it all out and try again. But yeah, Aldershot. I went out the first practice and it was very slow. Someone right here brought it in, checked the fault level. Fault level was miles down. So then done that, changed it, went out, and it was getting better. No, not what I was like this year. It's not been what I've been used to at Aldershot.
Yeah.
Usually pretty quick. But you end up, like I say, you end up the same sort of speed as boys. You end up battling with them, and you just lose everybody else.
It's the hard thing.
Yeah, and then obviously I think, I don't know, I qualified maybe 10th or 12th or something.
Yeah.
I got stuck on the outside. I had the mirror facing my inside to try and get in, but then you got cars getting blurred up the inside you, and you're getting into the fence.
It's a tough one, isn't it, round there?
I think by the time I started going, I think I must have been about 6th last. And then I got through, was coming through, could see the lead, using the lead pack. And then there was the Northern Irish boy, I think it's Aaron Ward. I think he won the third race.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody had spun him out, he's sitting there, and I think it was Dan Terry Brandon. I want to say Ryan Jordan, because I usually end up at the same places as Aldershot. So if there's him, it's maybe him, maybe not. But I've ended up with them, and I'm trying to turn them that way so I don't hit the car. And then I drove through that car and knocked the wheelbase off and bent the inside bottom arm. So came as a bogey, but I was never going to catch anyway. But
No, but it's just...
It's good you come all the way down, though.
It's good. Loads of people did.
Yeah.
You had two
And
Irish
two
boys,
Irish.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then a load of Scots with you, Fraser,
yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Fraser, and Brant.
Again,
and
Brant, yeah,
Bran.
yeah,
Was
Brant
it
West.
4-1-1?
Yeah.
Fair play. Fair play to you boys, because
Yeah,
it's a big
that's-
commitment.
He likes to travel, like he does. He'll do his Kings Lands and his championships, and like I keep saying to them, like I try to say to everybody, put a summer race on at Eastbourne for something. 40 cars around Eastbourne with no bangers would be mad.
We've been saying it for years.
yeah.
It would be
It needs to
mad.
make- it needs
to-
You watch
be a
these
week-
videos, piercing everything way up in
Yeah.
there, and that you're like,
It needs
wow.
to be a weekend.
It needs to be a weekend. You need that on a Saturday night, and then maybe an Aldershot on a Sunday.
Yeah,
I mean,
Or even a Northampton, so the
Yeah.
everyone up
Aye.
there can then go up
coming back up.
on the way
could you
back
imagine? It would be mental.
up. Dean, Gavin,
If
please.
you're watching,
Eastbourne on the major championship on a Saturday and give us a Northampton on the Sunday. I'm
Yeah.
not a massive fan of Northampton,
Yeah.
but just for everyone.
It's all right with 9 cars. You know,
It is.
but
It
we-
can be.
but
Eastbourne
Yeah.
can be good with
We've
9
seen
cars.
it with 20
Yeah, well-
odd cars, 30 cars, and it's awesome.
brilliant.
I've come down to Eastbourne. Come
Yeah.
down to Eastbourne last year. Yarmouth as well. Yarmouth. Wow, that's a weird
Yeah, it's a
track
long
as
way.
well.
Yeah,
That's got a weird, that last corner's weird.
yeah.
That's a hard corner as well.
Because
I
them
think
two
you-
corners look the same, but they're completely different.
yeah, you take them different, didn't you? One's
It's the
wide
bangers.
in
I
and-
think it's the bangers though.
Oh, it's just weird.
You've all, obviously the bangers are the bread and butter down there.
Yeah.
Eastbourne, Aldershot,
Yeah.
and Yarmouth.
Of course, yeah.
So you're going on after 2 heats of them.
Yeah.
That's laying antifreeze or water, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just wild. It'd
And,
be good.
and it's post tomorrow's.
It would be good to race it without the bangers, just so you could
A
see.
stock car day.
Yeah.
A couple of hot rods on there to keep the grip down as well.
Putting the rubber down.
Yeah, putting the rubber
Yeah.
down for us. But yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Right, we're going to have to cut this short now because we've got practice in approximately 5 minutes. So
But
thank you very much to Kyle Hegg for being on
That's
here.
really good.
I appreciate that.
Enjoyed
Sorry
that.
about the audio in the first bit, that's my fault. Apologies. But yeah, we're off to go race at Logelli now. And thank you to HRP for putting us
Yeah.
in this suite today so we
Brilliant.
could do this. So thank you very much. Sweet.